Umpire Flowers holds the ball aloft. It's 11-8-74. Thomson, they lead along 4-7-31. Start of the final term here at Richmond Crescent. And it's Lediger goes up and gets it down with his left hand towards Costello. He picks it up, then gets tackled, ripped off the footy, still in the middle. Ferguson runs through. And Williams in there also. So it looks like they might have made a few positional changes. The Eagles still in there. Nobody can get an effective tap. And it comes through. Intervong tries to break the pack. Still in there. Clear kick away now towards Stefanowski and Anderton. Goes to the back. Gibson. He breaks a tackle and runs away from half back. Goes now with the right boot towards half forward. Getting back there. And can he pick it up? Yes, he can. And that looks like it might be Sidotti on the ground for the first time. Goes long towards Hayes, who takes the mark. And just to start, they might want the Eagles. Shane Hayes has taken the mark about 35 metres out directly in front.
So there was a bit of positive movements there, Eric.
Certainly was, and they've
got nothing to lose, have they?
They're ferocious at the ball in the middle.
So Shane Hayes will have a shot for goal from 35 metres out directly in front. Just outside the left goal post, Laurie. Is that where you'd be putting it?
Yes, just where that guy's got his hands up there now, right at him.
Let's see if he does it properly.
I think he's done it well.
He's done it. Shane Hayes has put his first goal on the board, and the first for the Eagles since half-time. They go to 5-7-37, and they trail Thomson 11-8-74. And
so they got that much to score again to 11.
Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter score, but a minute and a half going. Good start, Laurie.
Fair dinkum. I haven't heard those horns go all the time, so obviously the supporters in the car still think a chance to win this game.
So we see that Williams is in the middle for the Eagles. He's in there with Intervong and Barnett with Reuter.
Sean O'Leary, centre half forward.
They've certainly got the place wide open here because Hobbs deep on the half forward flank. They've got a spare man. Umpire Flowers with the ball in the centre. We'll see what happens from the throw up. Flowers about to put the ball up once again. Reuter doing the ruck work. Lazic doesn't go for it, waits down. Secondary tap down. Oh, Edebong crashes through the pack, takes the ball, drives straight to centre half forward. The spare man there is Bradley. Great tackle from behind. What's the umpire going to say? He's paid the tackle. So play on. It's with Senjov. Well, unfortunately, Barnett can't quite reach the ball. Can he pick it up, keep it in play? Well, the opportunity lost there because they're on a bit of a roll, East Geelong. If they could have got it and got it back to the goal square, they've had a chance. But Thomson, looks like they're playing Bradley as a spare man in defence down there. And we've got the ball thrown in 40 metres from the behind post. Deep in the forward line. In front is Hay. Taps it down beautifully, but the smaller players can't get away. And Dale Morrison, as he breaks from the pack, the umpire had already called for a ball up. 35 metres from goal, 45-degree angle, deep in the forward line for East Geelong. Up, well, Lazic high in the air, gets the tap down to Highland. He can't break away from the tackle and still got the ball. Finally, it comes to ground. Cleared away by Thomson to half-back. Anderton can't take the mark. Humphrey takes it on the right foot, tries to screw it around, but in the way there is Hobbs for Eastern Suburbs, goes across the ground. The player, well, can't Stein. Great effort there because spoilt Williams. And, well, great work by Sean O'Leary. And I tell you what, that's a brilliant individual effort. Shook his way out of the tackle and has kicked the goal. So Sean O'Leary's first goal for the day. It is East Geelong's sixth on the Buckley's Entertainment scoreboard now, 6-7-43. They trailed Thomson 11-8-74, and that was strong work.
Look, Eric, that was just what we spoke about during the day. He showed strength to that ball. What did he do? He just went hard after the cherry. He got the ball out, did a bit of a balk onto the boot goal, and obviously was doing that a few weeks ago. There's no substitute for being first for that ball.
No, absolutely.
So 2 goals in 4 minutes, Laurie. Just what they wanted.
Just what they wanted. Starting to get exciting now, isn't it?
Back in the middle now, Andy Reuter up against Rob Lazic. So it's 11-8, playing 6-7.
Can't see Greg McLeod making any panic activity yet in the box.
So back in the middle, umpire Flowers throws the ball up. Reuter stands his ground again. Lazic comes in. Reuter gets it down towards Barnett, who wants to tap it on. He does. He thumps it towards centre half forward. O'Leary and Stein, the 2 number 4s. O'Leary keeps his feet, goes to the left foot, kick in towards the pocket, goes up towards Hayes and Senjob, but running away. And good play, Morrison goes to the left boot, wide towards Menzies. Does it for him? And he just lopes after it. He can't keep it in, and he's out of bounds between wing and half forward on the outer side. And we'll have a boundary throw in.
Bit early to be happy to just allow the ball to run over Laurie, wasn't it? Because he was 25 metres clear of any other player.
So thrown in. Reuter gets it down again. Now quick kick towards the centre of the ground. Humphrey in front, punched away. Needs somebody to attack it. They all do. It falls towards the side and running straight through the middle. Barnett got a handball towards Reuter. The big man needs some support. He handballs it back towards the boundary line. And it is out of bounds for another boundary throw in. So it's 11-8-74, 6-7-43. So 31 points of difference here at Richmond Crescent. Boundary throw in again, Reuter. Short throw in this time. Reuter gets it down towards the side of the pack. Daniels ripped off the footy and running through. Intervong gets a right foot kick towards half forward. Stein in the way again. And he takes a saving mark. Read the play well there. Armstrong gives him a lead across centre half back, but he wants to keep it defensive side. And we'll do that now. It's a poor kick off the boot though. Straight to Flanagan. Can take the chest mark right on 50. On the line. He goes back now. And he'll have to go long to the big man, I would think, Hayes. He'd have to be quick too before Thomson filled the gaps. But he's going back now. Comes in. Goes long. Good kick for distance. Hayes, one-on-one. He uses the body, the big man. Punched away. Goes towards the side. Menzies can't pick it up. Now he can. And now there's a pack developing. It will be a ball up about 30 metres out from the East Geelong goal. And they've kicked the only 2 goals in this final term in the first 6 minutes of the quarter. Ball up again. Hayes stands his ground, tries to bring it down towards Ferguson, flick hands towards O'Leary. I dodged around again. This time he can't get the kick away effectively, and it is out of bounds on the full. It'll be a free kick to Thomson in the last line of defence. And Aaron Bradley getting across there to take the penalty. Free kick in the right back pocket.
O'Leary again did the hard work, Laurie. He got himself clear, but the kick left a bit to be desired.
A couple of kicks has let him down a little bit, but he's got the desire to get the footy, Eric. And
yes.
If you've got someone up in the forward line that looks like going to get the footy, you can keep pumping at him a bit.
So Bradley waiting for the footy to come back in. He's got it now. He's in the right back pocket. Try and keep it defensive side. He does so. Goes towards half back. Big pack. Reuter's there in front. Can't take the mark off hands. Goes towards Menzies over his head, but he gets a second effort. Runs away at centre half back. Goes to the right boot. Tumbling punt towards half forward. And over the head of Gunn and also Humphrey. Stefanowski gets back there. Reads the play well. And wants to go with the right boot. Don't know where that was going. And went straight to Wolferton and took the mark. Just thinking about playing on. Didn't in the end. Hobbs standing the mark. Wolferton on centre wing. Plays on now, goes along towards Humphrey and also in the middle Morrison, and he was able to take the mark, uncontested, handball to Menzies. Now he goes with a tumbling punt towards half forward. Williams does well, picks it up off his boots and goes wide towards the mark of Barnett, who takes it, plays on quick and needs something. O'Leary gives him a lead. Oh, it's a shocking kick though. Goes up, O'Leary in front, 3 against 1 to do something special here. Sean O'Leary and did, if you don't mind, and then coming in, Brady has smothered the ball and pushed it out. And just told him a bit about it as well. And it'll be a boundary thrown at half forward for the Eagles. So good player in Bradley.
Well, that umpire might need glasses, I'd suggest.
Doesn't see anything in front of his face.
No.
Now Ferguson from the ruck contest. Another smother, half smother by Maharis. Goes towards centre half forward. Stein just wants to clear it to the defensive side. So they've got an obvious plan to go to the defensive side, but this time we'll sit in for Flanagan. It's running away from him. Can he keep it in? Yes, he can. He's got a bit of time too. He tries to measure the pass towards Sadotti, who takes the mark. And he's taking it inside 50 at half forward.
He's been a bit of a spark, Laurie, in the last quarter.
Yes, Eric, yeah.
So Sadotti now.
He's been on the bench, hasn't he?
Yeah,
he has. 3 quarters.
Yep. So Phil Sadotti's got it. Inside 50. Be a tough kick from there though, kicking across the breeze. And it shouldn't be too far away now before Purcell comes back on the ground as well. So Sadotti kicks it up. It's going to fall short. They need somebody in front. Drops towards the right forward pocket. And it is out of bounds without anybody really touching. I think some 3/4 time scores we've got, Eric.
Werribee Central 17-18. Anarchy 5-2. Didn't score in the 3rd quarter. And perhaps a surprise. Belpost Hill 8-10. Still trail North Geelong 11-6. Only 1 point that quarter, so probably kicking against the breeze.
Ball back into play. And here at Richmond Crescent, still a big pack around it. Highland is there. Gets a short little kick away. Mickey Gann, can he pick it up? Well, he had it and then lost it. He got some support. Lazic, he's pushed off the ball. It's at 50 for the Eagles. Still in their attacking zone. Umpire says it's mine. It's held to him. And it will be, no, a free kick now picked out. Going to go to Thomson. And coming back to Kane Costello. So Costello's got it. Inside the defensive 50. And he goes now towards centre wing. Pack for a hold. There's advantage paid. It's going to be towards Menzies now. Has to get a kick away. Now it's towards centre half forward. There's 2 on 1. Getting back there is Gibson. In fact, it's Parisi. Can he pick it up? No, he can't. He just kicks it off the ground. He's kicked it back towards Barnett. And in fact, it's Gibson. He It is against Wolferton. Barnett picks it up, then loses it. Held to. No, umpire says no free kick. Barnett kept his feet. There was the payback, I think, for the high tackle. He got it that time. And Chris Barnett should just get back there and take his kick, because he's wasting time for starters. Mark Cowan standing there. Yeah, get back there and take your kick, son. And he will now. He's got Hill on the overlap. He's too busy looking at Mark Cowan.
Don't think I'd be taking him.
I don't think I'd be looking at Mark Cowan either. But anyway, Barnett's got it at centre wing. Goes towards centre half forward. O'Leary over his head. Goes towards, free kick, is it? Yes, it is, umpire Khan says. And it's that man Sidotti again who's got it. Right in front, about 40 metres out from goal.
Yes, so golden opportunity. And he's added a bit of spark in the middle of the ground, Sidotti, in this final quarter.
And the goal here, Eric, might get him elevated into the team next week, I'd suggest.
I think that's a chance.
I'd say so. He's done a few good things.
Sidotti comes in now. He's measured the kick. And has he brought it back enough? It's pretty close. The umpire says he's missed it, and one behind.
Probably a goal there was what they wanted, really.
So they go to 6-8-44 now, East Geelong. Thomson 11-8-74. Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard. We've been playing 11 and a half minutes. So it's now
Savali Armstrong. The ball.
That's good. We're off air. Hello. We're back. Hello.
I'll be back in a sec, boys.
Righto.
Yep. Bit of music there while we fix our technical problems. Just before we cross back to Jason and the boys, the final score on the Adelaide St Kilda game. Adelaide 14-24, 108.
Working.
Defeated St Kilda 10-8, 68, a margin of 40 points. Jason.
Thanks, Grant. Welcome back to Richmond Crescent. It's 11-8-74 here, 6-8-44. Not much change since we've gone off. 30 points of difference. And the Eagles fighting hard to try and get back into this game. It's 12 minutes gone in the final term. And the breeze has died a little bit, I would have thought, in this final term.
Gee, I don't know about a couple of those trees over there, Jason.
Look at the flags, Eric.
Oh, beg your pardon.
Look at the flags.
Ball out of bounds, half forward flank for East Geelong side on the change room side of the ground. Picked up there by Menzies. Kick smothered. East Geelong come forward again. Well, if they can take a mark here, and it's a good stretch by Barnett there. Takes the mark just outside 50. Now players streaming into the 50-metre arc. And Barnett, he seems to have a bit of trouble getting back to have a kick, Barnett, doesn't he, for some reason. But now he's back. Has the kick on the left foot. It's a long kick and a land in the goal square. At the back, it looks like Shane Hayes, to me, has taken the mark over the top of his opponent on that occasion in Morrison. And the umpire agrees. So Shane Hayes from 5 metres out on a fairly acute angle, but going to have the bruise probably coming across from the right. Go for left-hand goalpost, Laurie, and should slot it right through the middle, I'd suggest.
Run straight, Eric, and straight through the middle from there.
Shane Hayes moves in on the right foot, and I tell you what, it hasn't missed. Straight over the goal umpire's head. It's his second for the quarter, and on the Buckley's Entertainment Centre scoreboard, it takes East Geelong now to 7-8-50. They trail Thomson yet to score in the final quarter, 11-8-74. 4 goals, Laurie.
Yes, Dale Purcell, would he be back on just yet? Must be pretty close.
I think he's just on the other side of the centre square.
I saw him standing there before.
Yep,
he must be on, I think.
He's there,
yep.
So they're back to 18.
And they've done well the first 10 minutes, 13 minutes of the quarter with 17 players.
and they probably had a couple of other opportunities to goal as well.
Yes, very true.
Ball coming back to the middle. Andy Reuter, who's played a pretty good game today. He's still in the middle, fighting hard, up against Rob Lazic. Next goal, we kept saying that, next goal important. They've got to get back into it here. But the Eagles are on a bit of a roll here. Umpire. Garn throws the ball in the air. Reuter and Lazic. Lazic gets a big thump down. Coming through the middle, left it behind. That was Gunn. Still in the middle of the ground. Stefanowski tries to tap it on. Lazic's there, gets a kick away towards half forward. Justin there. Gibson and Parisi get back. Gibson first. Now, what's he going to do? He's going to handball to Parisi, which was pretty good in close. Goes to the right boot from half back, long towards centre wing, but it's all Thomson, and Rob Lazic's able to take the grab. Can go to Morrison inboard, but he elects though to go with the left boot and go long towards half forward. In the middle, Morrison and Justin. Justin goes up, taps it towards Menzies. He can't keep it in. Getting across there in support is Gunn for the Eagles. He sees it over the boundary line. And we will have a throw in about 55 metres around from Thomson's goal. Reuter and Anderton. Reuter in front. Anderton from behind. Got it to the front of the pack. And a big pack develops. Goes up towards, or back towards Anderton again. Kick around the corner. And nobody can get an effective kick until Stefanowski comes in. Torpedo punt back towards centre wing. And off hands goes towards Sean O'Leary. Broke up tackle somehow. Then threw the ball away. Should be a free kick, and here's to Thomson. And it will come back and be taken by Christian Highland on centre wing. So Highland now goes long towards half forward. Anderton gives him a lead. He goes in that direction. He can't take the mark though. And it's off his hands and out of bounds at half forward. Still 11-8-74 Thomson, East Geelong 7-8-50. 24 point of difference, and we've been playing 16 minutes in the final term.
Ball thrown in, half forward flank for Thomson. Justin Roves on that occasion. Takes the ball on the left foot. Gets it forward 20 metres. Stefanowski can't pick the ball up. Now it stacks on the mill. Well, the ball comes clear. Justin, was it long handballs come across to Mitchell. Can he pick the ball up? No. Numbers are for the East Geelong side. However, it comes back to Armstrong on the left foot. Has a pot shot from 35, and I tell you what, that might well be the sealer in the game at 16 minutes. Sabali Armstrong kicks his fourth, and on the Buckley's Entertainment Centre scoreboard, Thomson moved to 12-8-80. They lead East Geelong 7-8-50, and almost 17 minutes final quarter.
And no better person to get a kick from a one-step position, is it, Laurie?
As soon as he moved around, you could nearly just put it in the page, couldn't you?
Yep.
Well, the ball was gone, wasn't it? If he missed picking the ball up, East Geelong were away.
And I think Thomson needed that one to steady a bit, Eric, and because they were coming back with it, and against the tide, as we'd say, that's a handy goal.
Yes, umpire Flowers with the ball now. 17 minutes has ticked over. Reuter to do the ruck work again against Lazic. Things seem to be getting back to some sort of normality. Position players, well, could have been a free kick against Reuter for shepherding there. Lazic does get the tap clear. Reuter follows up, kicks the ball towards half forward. Gone very, very wide again, and Gann sees the ball just over the boundary line, 40 metres from the behind post. So that ball ran a long way with the bruise on that occasion, and I think Mickey Gann was more than happy just to see it head over the line. Boundary umpire with it, 40 metres from the behind post. Going to put the ball back into play. In it comes. Up high there was Flanagan doing the ruck work for this Geelong side. Now from the throw-in, it's just a wild kick.
Barnett, I think it was.
It's over on the full, and when it comes back, it looks like Bradley will be. Well, there's some discussion now between.
Might have been touched off the boot, was it?
Well, perhaps the boundary umpire didn't hear the call from the central umpire, because the central umpire Flowers has just had a word to the boundary. Now he's waiting for the ball to come in, and I think we will see the ball thrown in. Well, sort of nobody seems to know what's happening over there, but now the boundary umpire has it, and we'll get underway. It's only 10 metres from the behind post on this occasion, and it comes. In front there was Morrison. The tap is to Hayes in the goal square for East Geelong. He's, well, could have been pinged for holding the ball perhaps on that occasion, but not so. Now the ball is in dispute. Umpire Flowers allows things to continue. Interbong emerges from the pack with the footy. Has a pot shot on goal, but good defensive work by the Thomson side. At centre half back now, Justin takes the ball. Can't get it clear, unfortunately. Picked up by Hobbs. Great smother there in defence by the Thomson side. Comes back to centre wing. Sadotti can't get it up. Finally, the handball comes to Dale Purcell. It's
put his body on the line.
He did. He put himself in, and a very poor tackle on that occasion by Dale Morrison, and the free kick to Dale Purcell, the East Geelong coach. He's well outside 50, and he's had a big kick. It's going to land just outside the square. Off hands, it comes to ground. Sean O'Leary can't get to it. Player held without the ball. No free kick, said the umpire, and it's forced over the boundary line. This time on the northern side of Richmond Crescent, 15 metres from the behind post. An opportunity here for the East Geelong side once again. Umpire puts it up. In front is Hayes. Tries to take the ball, but good defensive work by the Thomson side. They get the ball back to the centre of the ground. Dale Purcell is in the way. handball over the top to Reuter. In a bit of bother, off one step goes, bang, it's going to land in the goal square. Great effort by Sean O'Leary to upset the mark there, but Aitchison cool in the crisis, and a little chip pass finds Sabali Armstrong still deep in the back pocket. Aitchison quiet in the third quarter, but has played very well through most of the day. Now Armstrong looking for some leads further up the ground. The umpire surely will call him to play on shortly. We'll be here till the lights come on. Now Armstrong moves, drives the ball towards half-back flank. Big pack of players there. Umpire Stefanovski for East can't take it. Wolfenden can't take it. Finally Anderton gets the ball across to Morrison. Well, players, a lot of indecision in front of us there. Finally the ball comes clear. Well, again, great tackling. Lee Morrison can't get it. Finally, it's Gibson for East Geelong. Gets it back to the centre corridor. Players overrun the ball. Comes to ground at centre half forward. Sadotti gets it. He throws it out. Well, player... Well, the umpire...
He legged. He got legged, didn't he? Say it.
He was grabbed by the ankle and the umpire's
holding the man.
That was his signal. So Barnett it is of East Geelong. Inside the centre square with the footy. Player down, looks like Stein. Now the kick is to the full forward position. Off hands, Maharis at the back. Bradley at the back also. He's gone right across the face of goal as he kept it in the field of play. He has. Christian Highland has it. Has a second bounce. Runs on further. Handball over the top. Oh, he's put Mitchell under all sorts of pressure there. Ball spills to ground. Another handball back to Highland over the top. Now he goes for the kick towards half forward. Well, it's all East Geelong there, and Stefanovski, the tallest man in that contest, he takes the mark on half-back flank. Drives the ball back to centre half forward, but that's all Thomson there, poor direction, and the mark taken by Dale Morrison.
Morrison's got it now. Got his brother wide. But he elects to hold it up. And he's going there now towards his brother. He probably held it up a bit too long. Oh, he comes in, takes a good strong mark though. Over the top of Matty Hobbs, a smaller play. Goes with the right boot now towards Costello. Got a hand to it. Goes towards Anderton. Lazic's there as well. But standing in the way, Parisi. Handball to Reuter. Can handball it inboard to Stefanovski. Now he goes with the right boot. Back to whence it came. Flanagan lost it in the sun. Goes towards Maharis. Gets it towards Morrison. Oh, slick, great handball to Maharis who ran past. Goes with the right boot towards half forward. Anderton could be in here. Can't take it though. Humphrey punched forward by towards Stefanovski again. Reuter coming in. Justin coming through. Highland as well. Rides that tackle. Does well. Christian Highland. But kick partly smothered. Falls into his arms. He's having a great day. He goes towards Anderton, who has to pick it up on the half volley. Does so. Handball back to Humphrey. Rick's pretty good in these situations. Can the Bear finish it off? And he's pushed it across on a good mark in the goal square. Cowan. Strong mark up against Andrew Hill. And it will be a mark to mark. Cowan has kicked one and going up for goal number 2. And definitely the sealer, you would think. 12.880 at the moment, Thomson to 7.850 East Geelong. Mark Cowan comes in from 2 metres out and puts it on the board for his second. And the 13th for Thomson, they go to 13.886 and they lead East Geelong 7.850 on the Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard. 23.5 minutes gone and they just run out of legs, haven't they, Laurie?
Yes, I think they're going through the motions now, Jason.
Yep, trying to get back.
Look, those sort of days out there when it's windy and the ground's dry, it takes a lot out of you. And I think when light at the end of the tunnel's gone, you start to slow down just a little bit. They give it a good shot, East Geelong, though, in that first part of this quarter.
So back in the middle, Andrew Reuter again up against Justin. Umpire Flowers has the ball in hand, throws it up. Reuter stands his ground again, as does Justin. Gets a secondary tap, only as far as Purcell goes long towards half forward. Maharis backs himself, can't take the mark off hands. Free kick for a hold, going to go to Maharis. And Armstrong, Menzies wanted to play on, but it has to come back to Nick Maharis at half back.
Very hard to interpret that the rule where they pay advantage and sometimes they don't.
Maharis has got it half back. Goes towards centre wing. Big pack develop. Up in front, Morrison can't take it. And that was Lee, who's kicked 4 goals this afternoon. Been pretty active for the Thomson side. Now, boundary throw in on centre wing. Reuter gets there first, gets it down to the front of the pack. Handball back towards Damien Williams. Slick little handball to Peters. Got around somehow and runs. Goes from centre wing towards half forward. Nobody there though for the Eagles. And Maharis drops the marker. Got enough time to get back and handball to Mick Gann. Puts him under pressure. Wants the safety of the boundary line. Had his teammate Menzies in support. But he's just happy to see it over the boundary line. Inside 50 for the Eagles. It will be a boundary throw in. Big crowd here today to watch this derby between East Geelong and Thomson. And the boundary umpire will throw it in. Goes now. Aaron Bradley gets it out of the ruck contest. Goes towards Inthawong. Umpire has said that it's held to him. And we will have a ball up on 50 on the southern side of the ground with East Geelong in attack. Ferguson's there. Got bumped off in the ruck contest. Wolfenden got his head there. Highland goes towards Mick Gann, running from the back pocket. Half-back goes towards centre wing. Holds up in the breeze. Humphrey read it well as it comes through. Also Anlin there, and Daniels wants to switch play towards Armstrong. It's pretty good. The Spud has got it. He can run, and he tries to drill the pass towards Cowan at full forward. A good punch away by Hill. Good defensive play. Gets a hand to it and gets it to Matty Hobbs at half-back. Goes long towards Senjov. He's got a paddock if he takes the mark. He has, and he can run now. He can go towards Spores. He likes to go further afield, though, towards Hayes, the big man coming out. And, well, couldn't take the mark. It fell into his arms. Wolfenden runs back with the flight of the ball. Gets the ball wide towards Maharis. And they might be able to clear again. Oh, Nick, can he take the mark? No, he can't. He's got a bit of time, though. He's got Morrison, that's Dale in support, and he runs from half-back. Can drill it wide towards Mitchell. Hobbs makes a contest, though. Good play. Is it going to be able to be kept in? No, it's not. Andy Hill sees it over the boundary line. It will be thrown in. Right next to our commentary box here on the northern side of the ground. And the boundary umpire throws it in. Short throw in this occasion. Royd up, both hands to it, only as far to Armstrong, to Highland. He gets it around his shoulder, goes towards half forward. Anderton stands there, can't take the mark, falls to the back. Stefanovski goes to the right boot, clearing kick over the head of Williams, goes in the middle. It's off a couple of players' hands. Still in the middle, Williams. Bradley comes at it. Williams' little toe poke was intelligent. Got it quickly towards Sidotti, who runs from 50, goes long towards Haston Atchison again. And it's off hands. Still in. Gann's there as well. And he might see it over the boundary line with Peters. Peters just shoves it back, throws it in somehow. Atchison followed it up pretty close to the boundary line. The big rubber man, can he pick it up? No, he can't. And it's out of bounds, off hands. He's taken it outside the defensive 50 day for Thomson. And it's 13-8-86, the Tigers. They lead East Geelong 7-8-50. And it'll be a boundary throw-in at 50 for East.
Ball thrown in. Because Ferguson doing the ruck work against Atchison. Atchison, little kick. Williams throws the ball out. Comes to Sidotti again for East Geelong. Into the forward line. In front there, Atchison does a great job against Hayes, and more than happy, I think, just to see the ball safely over the boundary line. And good defensive work by Atchison there.
Yes, I think he's played quite well down there today, Eric, and he knows the caper down there. He's a pretty hard man to get a kick on.
Yes, well, I think last week was nearly the worst game I've seen him play. I think he's back to form today. And from the throw-in, the ball's come to ground. Can the Thomson side clear it away? Well, Maharis comes charging through the pack, handballs the ball perhaps to himself, but I think he had the boundary line in his vision also, and the boundary line has been the winner. So just outside 50, front of the change room here at Richmond Crescent, boundary umpire puts in again. Ferguson, big tap over the back towards the goal for the East Geelong side. Spores comes out, can't pick it up. Finally picked up there by, that was Senjov. What's he done? Has a pot shot. And off hands it's through for a behind. But I think too little too late. Now 29 minutes gone. Buckley's Entertainment Centre scoreboard 7-9-51 East Geelong. They trail Thomson 13-8-86.
So the ball with Armstrong again at full back. Big pack at centre half back for Thomson. They'll break now, and the umpire calls time on. Armstrong straight up the middle. Fair kick into the middle. Oh, Maharis on the centre square line takes the mark and hands it off to Mitchell. His kick into a vacant centre position. And a couple of players overrun it, getting back there, Hobbs and Gibson. Gibson gives a shepherd for Hobbs, handball out wide, looking for the coach Purcell, doesn't sit for him. And it in fact runs back towards Wolfenden, but Purcell attacked it again. And he might pick it up now. He does, and he handball over the top of Marcus So, getting back there, Inthawong as well. His handball back towards Purcell. He gets ripped off the footy. Needs a bit of support. Morrison's there. He's ripped off it again. Ferguson, short little kick towards Sidotti and coming out Gann. Handball over the top towards Bradley. Marcus, little toe poke and got it back as well. Broke free from 40, goes long. And that's a good kick for goal. He's just missed, though, to the far side and one behind. So they go to 7-10-52, the Eagles. The Tigers 13-8-86. And that is with 30 minutes gone in the final term on the Buckley's Entertainment Centre scoreboard. Don't forget, after the final siren, we will be having the final siren segment, thanks to White Cross Healthcare. We're bringing you up to date with all the games in the 3 local leagues, plus the AFL this afternoon. And we'll have Greg McLeod.
With any sort of luck?
With any sort of luck, Greg McLeod will come over and have a bit of a chat to us, the Thomson coach. He'll be joining us in our final hour. Armstrong kicks in as the siren sounds for full time here at Richmond Crescent. And in the end, it was Thomson 13-8-86. They defeated the East Geelong side 7-10-52 by 34 points in that final term. Thomson kicked 2 straight goals, while East Geelong kicked 3 goals. Those 3 goals in the first 6 or 7 minutes of the term. So in the end, it was a 34-point win to Thomson. The goal kickers for them, 4 each to Sabali Armstrong and to Lee Morrison, 3 to Rick Humphrey and 2 to Mark Cowan. While for East Geelong, 3 goals to Kiao Inthavong, 2 to Shane Hayes, and singles to Sean O'Leary and to Mark Senjov. But in the end, it's 13-8-86 Thomson. East Geelong 7-10-52, 34 points the difference at the final siren. We'll take a break.